It's the must-have cookbook called Heart of the Artichoke, and in it is a tip for travelers with specific tastes. Author David Tanis joins us this morning to talk about some tips for people who are eating on the road. And there are a lot of people, especially for the holidays, that will be doing that.
Well, you know, Nikki, whenever I go traveling, I like to take along a little traveler's insurance.
I like that. That's more fun than car insurance.
Well, it's more fun and it's edible.
I like that.
But, you know, it's dangerous out there on the road. You can run into so many disappointing food situations.
Absolutely. And, you know, I know myself, I get caught up going to those drive-thrus and eating the food that I shouldn't be eating when I'm on the road because I get hungry.
Yeah.
So tell me what's in your basket. What do we have?
Well, this is a little replica of the kind of kit I put together.
Okay.
I have a couple of kits I put together, but when I'm on the road, I always have to have chiles.
Oh, yes.
You know, and sometimes the food needs a little help.
Right. It
So I usually take a few jalapenos or other hot chilies. I usually take some red pepper flakes.
Okay, that's easy to
just
travel
to be
with.
sure. Nice to have a little sea salt. I like to pack a couple of limes just in case when I get to the hotel.
I was just going to say, for the hotel fun.
And then another lime, just in case.
Just in case you need to.
I usually pack a corkscrew,
Perfect.
a pocket knife, or some little knife. This is a nice one, huh?
Now, I guess you have to be careful. This is definitely for on the road, not the airplane.
That's why I divide my kit in two, so I have one I can check and one I can carry with me.
Perfect. Yes, I was going to say, when you have utensils as such, that would be a necessity.
A little hunk of cheese will last a couple of
that's
days.
great, too. What kind of
nice
cheese
to
is this?
have. This is an Irish cheddar.
Pretty.
And I usually pack up a few nuts, some almonds or walnuts, something like that.
That gives you the protein boost.
Oh, I like to take along. This isn't in a tube, but this is harissa, North African, Moroccan-style red chili paste. I usually take a tube of that along, just in case something needs a little help.
So this is a red chili paste?
Yeah, like a little hot pepper paste.
Okay.
Delicious when you're on the road and your lamb chops need a little...
a little extra kick.
Yes.
Is it spicy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's spicy. And then, you know, a little peppermill.
Perfect.
All my stuff is usually sized down a little bit smaller, but it gives you the idea. I try to take a small jar of mustard, not a big jar.
I love a good jar of mustard. Well, I'm sure you could find a smaller one, but for our purposes, this will do just fine.
How about
enough people will eat it.
And an apple or a pear.
Okay.
And this way, you don't have to be totally disappointed in what's in the minibar.
Right, exactly. And you don't have to spend $10 an item at the minibar either.
Well, and to buy a terrible sandwich for an exorbitant price is always a sad thing, I think.
And usually it's disappointing.
Yes.
And if you do have a good sandwich, but it's just missing that extra something, now you have your mustard. You have all the ingredients that you like to use.
You have your traveler's insurance, and you know, according to your own taste, you might add something, you might leave something out. You have your own little private traveling kit.
Well, and I can tell everybody that when you get this book, you just turn to page 19. You'll have all the details. It is on page 19 in Heart of the Artichoke, and it will give you all of the items that David has recommended that you take with you for your...
Traveler's insurance.
Thank you. Traveler's insurance. We like that. And I want to get started on cutting up the limes, but I think you need a little something to put them in.
We'll just order room service.
I like it. Well, thank you so much for that. I think that's great tips. And like you said, you can also add other ingredients as per your liking.
Exactly.
So, I mean...
This is my little personal kit. You make your own. Right.
And what would you also, just a quick tip, what would you recommend bringing it in? I mean, you have a basket here, but would you say Tupperware? Would you say a bag? I mean, is there anything in particular?
I have two little toiletry bags.
Okay.
And I just have one for the edibles and one for the checkables.
I like that.
The corkscrew, the pocket knife.
And also, this stuff really, with the exception of the cheese, which you'll probably eat pretty fast anyway, won't go bad, right?
No.
It'll last you?
Yeah, everything you take has can exist at room temperature.
Fabulous. Well, this is good news. I will be taking your advice, as I'm sure many others will as well. Thank you, David Tanis, for being here once again.
Thanks, Nikki.
We love having you here on New Mexico Style.